Greg Gianforte is a Republican running in a special election in Montana against a true progressive endorsed by Bernie Sanders named Rob Quist. Now, Rob Quist is the real deal. He supports Medicare for all. Basically, he is the Montana equivalent of Bernie Sanders. And Greg Gianforte is your typical Republican, except he varies in one really unique way. So, like other Republicans, he doesn't like being asked tough questions by reporters. However, he kind of has a different approach. So, unlike his colleagues, he doesn't just run away from reporters. He doesn't argue with them. He body slams them. I'm not making this up. So on May 24th, The Guardian's Ben Jacobs tweeted out, "Greg Gianforte just body slammed me and broke my glasses." And while we don't have a video of the incident, eyewitnesses and audio seems to confirm it.
Into the CBO score, because you were waiting to make your decision about healthcare until you saw the bill and it just came out. And what you thought
we'll talk to you about that later.
Yeah, but there's not going to be time. I'm just curious if you have the
speak
right
with
now.
Shane, please.
But you don't.
Sick and tired of you guys. The last guy that came in here, you did the same thing. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. The last guy did the same thing. You were the Guardian?
Yes, and you just broke my glasses.
The last guy did the same damn thing.
You just body slammed me and broke my glasses.
Get the hell out of here.
If you'd like me to get the hell out of here, I'd also like to call the police. Can I get you guys' names?
Hey, you gotta leave.
He just body slammed me.
You gotta leave.
And this is a photo of Jacobs with his glasses broken that he took while he was being driven away in an ambulance. Now, as someone who wears glasses, if you break someone's glasses, that's unforgivable. That is unforgivable. So, not only is Greg Gianforte a horrible person, but you broke his glasses. That's a special level of evil for those of us that depend on glasses or contacts in order to see. Now, more details about the story. According to The Guardian, the Republican candidate for Montana's congressional seat has been charged with misdemeanor assault after he is alleged to have slammed a Guardian reporter to the floor on the eve of the state's special election, breaking his glasses and shouting, "Get the hell out of here." "He took me to the ground," Jacobs said by phone from the back of an ambulance. "I think he wailed on me once or twice. He got on me and I think he hit me. This is the strangest thing that has ever happened to me in reporting on politics." Fox News reporter Alicia Acuna, field producer Faith Mongan, and photographer Keith Rayleigh witnessed the incident at Gianforte's campaign headquarters in Montana, according to an account published by FoxNews.com. After Jacobs asked Gianforte his question, Acuna wrote, "Gianforte grabbed Jacobs by the neck with both hands and slammed him into the ground behind him." Jacobs subsequently reported the incident to the police. The Gallatin County Sheriff's Office said on Wednesday night it had completed its investigation and that Gianforte had been issued with a charge of misdemeanor assault. A statement by campaign spokesman Shane Scanlon blamed Jacobs for the altercation, saying that he entered the office without permission, aggressively shoved a recorder in Greg's face, and began asking badgering questions. And since this happened, prominent local newspapers who endorsed Gianforte have rescinded their endorsements, and anything that his campaign said has been refuted by the audio footage that we have and also by the statement from witnesses.
I wasn't really paying attention until all of a sudden I heard just a giant crash. I saw sort of feet fly in the air. The door to that room was about half open, so I couldn't see the whole thing, but I heard the crash. I saw his feet fly in the way that someone's feet can fly only when they're ending up on the ground.
So this is one of the weirdest stories I think I've ever talked about on the show. Body slamming a reporter who was asking you a question. And, he wasn't badgering him. He wasn't being aggressive at all. In fact, everything that we heard from the recording was that Ben Jacobs was relatively monotone. He wasn't being aggressive at all. He was asking a legitimate question. He asked him about the CBO score of the AHCA and said, "Do you have any comments about it?" I mean, if you're going to be elected to the House of Representatives, we're going to want to know what you think about this bill that may or may not be codified into law in the coming months. But he was body slammed. Unbelievable. Now, the most interesting part about this story is that this was the day before the election took place, as the article stated, and Greg Gianforte went on to win. He defeated a true progressive who would have given people in Montana Medicare for All, he would have co-sponsored HR 676, a guy who body slams reporters won and beat Rob Quist, a true progressive. Good job, Montana. You gave us a new Republican all-star. I mean, you may be the new Texas after this, because Texas gave us, superstars like Louis Gohmert and Ted Cruz and George Bush and Rick Perry. But you are giving us Greg Gianforte. Unreal. I don't know what to say. And, to me, this story is so surreal that as I was preparing for the show, I was laughing as I was reading the article, because I thought to myself, this can't be reality. This can't be real. It can't be the case that a Republican who body slammed a reporter went on to win an election against a true progressive. What the hell is happening? And Bernie Sanders endorsed Rob Quist, and he was surging. So the fact that, he came as close as he did is still surprising. But nonetheless, it's crazy to me.
Support this podcast by joining the independent progressive media revolution today at humanistreport.com.